Morning students. Today I am going to discuss about multilateral development banks. Multilateral development banks provide financial assistance to developing countries in order to promote economic and social development. The MDBs primarily fund large infrastructure and other development projects and provide loans tied to policy reforms by the government. The MDBs provide non-concessional financial assistance to middle-income countries and some credit-worthy low-income countries on market-based terms. They also provide concessional assistance, including grants and loans at below market rate interest rates to low-income countries. The three major MDBs are the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and International Monetary Fund. The World Bank is the oldest and largest of the MDBs. The World Bank was established in December 1945 at the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference in Bretton Woods. The International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, commonly referred to as the World Bank. It is an international financial institution whose purposes include assisting the development of its member nations' territories, promoting and supplementing private foreign investment, and promoting long-range balanced growth in international trade. World Bank is playing main role of providing loans for development works to member countries, especially to underdeveloped countries. The World Bank provides long-term loans for various development projects of 5 to 20 years duration. The main functions of World Banks are: World Bank provides various technical services to the member countries. For this purpose, the bank was established the Economic Development Institute and the Staff College in Washington. Then bank can grant loans to a member country up to 20% of its share in the paid up capital. The quantities of loans, interest rate, and terms and conditions are determined by the bank itself. Generally, bank grants loans for a particular project duly submitted to the bank by the member country. The debtor nation has to repay either in reserve currencies or in the currency in which the loan was sanctioned. Bank also provides loans to private investors belonging to member countries on its own guarantee, but for this loan, private investors have to seek prior permission from those countries where this amount will be collected. The origin of the IMF goes back to the days of international chaos of the 1930s. During the Second World War, plans for the construction of an international institution for the establishment of monetary order were taken up. At the Bretton Woods Conference held in July 1944, delegates from 44 non-communist countries negotiated an agreement on the structure and operation of the international monetary system. IMF provided the basis of the international monetary system. The principal function of the IMF is to supervise the international monetary system. Several functions are derived from these. These are granting of credit to member countries in the midst of a temporary balance of payments and deficits, surveillance over the monetary and exchange rate policy of member countries, issuing policy recommendations. It is to be noted that all these functions of the IMF may be combined into three. These are regulatory, financial, and consultative functions. Regulatory functions is the fund functions as the guardian of a code of rules set by its articles of agreement. Financial function is an agency of providing resources to meet short-term and medium-term balance of payment disequilibrium based by the member countries. Consultative function is a center for international cooperation and a source of counsel and technical assistance to its members. The Asian Development Bank is an international partnership of several nations, is engaged in promoting the economic and social progress of its developing member countries in the Asia Pacific region. The functions of Asian Development Bank include helping poor countries to come out of poverty and support their development programs. The bank started and functioning in December 1966 with the headquarters in Manila, Philippines. The functions of Asian development banks are to give loans for the economic and social advancement of the developing member countries, to provide technical assistance for the preparation and execution of development projects and programs and advisory services. Then to promote investment of public and private capital for development purposes, and to respond to requests for assistance in coordinating development policy and plans of member countries.